Daniels, the time now is 4:30 on this Tuesday morning. Let's take a look at your full forecast. We dealt with a fair amount of rain showers over the past few days, which really helped us out in the rainfall department. So since the start of the month, we've officially picked up 4 inches of rainfall, and the monthly average, we're a little bit above that, a little bit under 4 inches for the month of May. That's what we should be picking up, so we're already above that. And over the past few days, we've actually seen about 2.5 inches of rain in the Baltimore area, with Sunday being the winner in the rainfall department. It was the wettest day with rainfall amounts about 1.25 inches. So we still are going to continue this wet and kind of breezy weather pattern over the next day or so. There is the chance for some isolated thunderstorms, even the chance for an isolated localized flood threat today and tomorrow. Dense fog advisories are in place until 8 o'clock this morning for areas highlighted in this gray color. So from Cecil County all the way out through Carroll County, visibilities are taking a hit this morning. This is going to likely impact the morning drive. I mean, look at this patchy fog. It's really dropping visibilities from not only Parkton and Westminster, but even out towards Frederick County, seeing less than 1/4 mile. Chestertown and Kent County, it looks like visibilities are very down for you as well. Annapolis about 1 mile. But we should start to see some improvements around the 8 to 9 o'clock hour, with a lot of clouds lingering throughout the day today. So it's going to be another day where you have to create your own sunshine, unfortunately. This shouldn't stop our temperatures, though, from climbing back into the mid and upper 70s as we get into the afternoon, but there still will be some spotty showers that will linger throughout the early afternoon time frame, and even closer to 3 to 4 o'clock. A few spotty showers can't be ruled out either. So we kind of keep a lot of this wet weather around today and also throughout the day tomorrow as that front stalls out nearby. Tomorrow afternoon, after lunchtime, we could start to see some showers and thunderstorms bubble up from northwest to southeast. Some of these could get a little bit more intense, mostly focused to the south of the city, so be on guard tomorrow. They could produce some damaging wind gusts locally, and that's why we will be under that level 1 out of 5 marginal risk. But it does look like we dry things out just in time for Thursday and Friday. Temps will be meteorologist Stevie Daniels. The time now is 4:46 on this Tuesday morning. Here's a look at your Super 7-day forecast. Today we'll be climbing back into the mid and upper 70s, despite the fact that we have plenty of clouds and also some spotty showers that will be lingering through the afternoon. We're starting things off with some mist and fog out there, so just make sure the kids have the rain jacket on before they leave the house to head out to the bus stop. Temps will be falling into the 60s as we head overnight, and we could be waking up to another round of some patchy fog tomorrow morning on your way into work with some mist as well. There is the chance for some showers and thunderstorms tomorrow afternoon, some of which could be a little bit intense, mostly focused to the south of the city. That's where the better opportunity for strong storm development will take place. We should be hitting the lower 80s tomorrow. The lower 80s as well, 81 degrees for a high temperature on your Thursday. Drier with some sunshine, a better day to get outside, get those steps in. We keep a lot of that sunshine around throughout the later parts of this week with high temperatures in the upper 70s. As we head into the weekend, we'll be a little bit cooler. Meteorologist Stevie Daniels, we have this area of high pressure sitting just to our north and a stalled boundary to our south. This is keeping a lot of those low-level clouds around, that patchy fog, and even some of that mist. And areas further southwest of us dealing with some rain showers out there this morning, and we can expect those spotty showers to persist even into the afternoon. Here's a glance at visibility. As of right now, it looks like the latest map shows that we have some improvement in the visibility department from Parkton out towards Bel Air, with that patchy fog really setting up shop across much of Carroll County, even out towards Frederick. We had those dense fog advisories from Carroll County eastward through Cecil County across our northern areas and even around Harford and Baltimore counties until the 8 o'clock hour. So exercise extra caution this morning, drive very carefully, and use those low beams that will help you navigate through it. Here's a glance at your school day planner. The kids will want the rain jacket this morning. Have them walk carefully to the bus stop. We should be hitting highs reduce those showers and thunderstorms across portions of the deep south overnight. Still producing some of that rain as well, even a couple of lightning strikes just to the west of Jacksonville, Florida. So this activity is heading in our direction. We have this stalled front sitting just to the south. We have been experiencing this wet weather pattern over the past few days at BWI. We picked up about 2.5 inches of rainfall over the past few days, and on Sunday, that's when we saw the most amount of rain at the airport. So since since the start of the month, we picked up about 4 inches of rainfall, placing us above the monthly normal value of 3.85 inches. So we're officially above average. Hopefully this will help alleviate drought concerns. The next drought monitor map updates Thursday morning around 8 o'clock. So very eager to see how we've helped that out. As we take a look at your latest alerts, we do have a dense fog advisory, which is in place until 8 o'clock this morning from Carroll County all the way out through Cecil. Visibilities are down to less than a quarter of a mile. I mean, that's really the case out towards Westminster, even closer to Essex. Annapolis, you guys are seeing very limited visibilities. Make sure you drive very carefully. Use those low beams. I promise the low beams will really help you navigate through that fog. We should start to see a lot of this lift and visibilities improve for most by the 8 to 9 o'clock hour. We do have some spotty showers that linger throughout the day today. Temps are still going to be hitting the mid to upper 70s as we get into the afternoon, despite all the clouds that we have in place and even that rain-cooled air. Here's a look at Futurecast. We have these spotty showers that will linger through the afternoon, so have the umbrella ready to go because you will be needing it once again today. You'll have to find ways to make your own sunshine because these clouds are not going anywhere. As we head into your Wednesday, there is the threat for some showers and storms. Some of the storms could become a little bit more intense, mostly focused to the south of the city, where we do have a marginal risk, a level 1 out of 5, that will go into effect tomorrow from the Storm Prediction Center. So it looks like the better opportunity for some strong storm development tomorrow will be mostly focused to the south of the Inner Harbor. This includes Annapolis, Easton, and for points further south and west. Damaging winds will be the main concern. Mostly dry. It couldn't hurt just to bring the rain jacket with you to the ballpark. Temps should be dropping to right around 73 degrees as we approach the tail end of the game. But taking a glance at visibility this morning, this is really the big story in the weather department. We currently have dense fog advisories that are in effect for a good chunk of the area, mostly focused to the north of the city. We do have visibilities that are down to less than a quarter of a mile in some spots like Essex, Westminster, Frederick, and even down towards Annapolis. Here's a look at those dense fog advisories. You can see these areas highlighted in gray right here. They also extend up towards Reading, Pennsylvania, also towards Allentown. These are in place until the 8 o'clock hour. As we reach 8 o'clock, the sun will start to rise and that will start to heat the ground, allowing for that fog to gradually lift. But rain chances really start to drop off throughout the rest of this week and also into the weekend. I'll talk more about this coming up in my full forecast. Back over to you, Daniels. The time now is 5:47 on this Tuesday morning. Let's take a look at your full forecast because the fog is really the big story in the weather department. We do have very limited visibilities out there this morning. Frederick, you guys are seeing less than a quarter of a mile. 1 mile now being seen from my family out in Westminster. Not looking terrible as of right now from Parkton to Bel Air and even out towards Elkton. Chestertown, you guys are currently seeing about 10 miles this morning. It does look like some patchy fog is starting to become a little bit more widespread closer to the immediate shoreline from Annapolis and just across the water in Stevensville. We do have dense fog advisories issued by the National Weather Service until 8 o'clock this morning. This includes Carroll, portions of Baltimore, Hartford, and even Cecil counties. On my way into work this morning, the fog was so thick it looks like you can kind of cut it with a knife. That's how dense this fog is. You want to make sure you use your low beams and travel very carefully, very slowly this morning because this fog is no joke. It should gradually start to lift by 8 to 9 o'clock, but we still hold on to plenty of clouds throughout the day today. That shouldn't stop our numbers from maxing out into the mid and upper 70s as we get into the afternoon. I am tracking not only some mist out there this morning in addition to that fog, but also some spotty showers. They will start to glide through the area as we head into the afternoon today. And we will have relatively light winds out of the south. So taking a glance at Futurecast, skies are looking mostly dry as we head overnight with some patchy fog developing early tomorrow morning. Wouldn't be surprised if we had some dense fog advisories issued for tomorrow as we approach sunrise. But then tomorrow afternoon, I am tracking the chance for some showers and storms. Some of the storms tomorrow could be a little bit more intense as the core of this front will start to drift closer and closer to the region. So there could be a few isolated strong storms capable of producing some damaging wind gusts, mostly to the south of the city. This is a look right around 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. The severe weather window really starts to close as the sun goes down, and we are looking a little bit drier towards the tail end of the week. So rain chances really start to drop off Thursday and Friday, and unlike last weekend where we dealt with continuous rain showers, this weekend is going to be a little bit more nicer, a little bit cloudy like it has been the past couple of days. So maybe the weather will be on our side once again for the O's. First pitch, temps should be ready. The game begins, but then after first pitch, that's when conditions briefly dry out before our next wave of rain and possibly even some strong to severe storms graces the skies tomorrow afternoon and evening. Here's a glance at what we're dealing with outside. A few sunny breaks right now. The water looking like glass because the winds are very calm and relaxed this morning. Not looking too bad over downtown Baltimore. I am tracking some patchy fog though on the outskirts of the city. So you can see right now Essex seeing less than a quarter of a mile. The same case in Annapolis. Chestertown, same story. 2 miles being seen in Stevensville. It looks like this fog is becoming a little bit more widespread up and down the eastern shore from Kent County through southern Cecil, even down towards Queen Anne's. And we do have some 90-minute delays as well. We have these dense fog advisories in place until the 8 o'clock hour. I'll break down more details on this and what you can expect throughout the next several days coming up in my full forecast. Christy? Well, the time now is 6:15 on this Tuesday morning. Let's take a look at your full forecast. So we did have plenty of rain showers, continuous showers over the past few days. So hopefully this helped us out with the drought department. We do have the updated drought monitor map, which will be released as we head into Thursday morning. So we have to just wait a couple more days to see if we've really helped out with this ongoing drought. But we've picked up about 2.5 inches of rainfall over the past 4 days, which is excellent news. And that actually places us about 4 inches in the Baltimore area for the entire month of May. That's a little bit above the average value of 3.85 inches. This morning, radar is picking up on a few light showers, some patchy drizzle starting to slide into our southwestern communities. It's also clipping southern Maryland this morning, like Easton and even down towards Cambridge. We have not only the mist, but we also have that fog to worry about. Dense fog advisories in place until the 8 o'clock hour from Carroll County all the way out through Cecil County. This is because visibilities around our northern rural areas are less than a quarter of a mile. So just make sure you're driving very slowly. I promise the low beams will help you navigate through this fog because we do have visibilities that are dropping continuously, even now towards Westminster and Frederick, seeing only about a quarter of a mile or even less, about 1 mile being seen across central Carroll County. And it does look like this fog is starting to expand around Kent and even down towards Easton. And we do have a couple of delays that are issued. You can check them out on our website. But as we take a look at your day planner, temps are still going to be hitting the mid to upper 70s. As we get into the afternoon, we hold on to plenty of clouds, even though the fog is going to start to lift around 8 to 9 o'clock. We're still going to be dealing with those pesky clouds from time to time this afternoon. And then as we head into this evening, right around 6 o'clock, we are going to deal with drier skies. So not looking too bad for the O's game, as first pitch is going to be at 6:35. Some spotty showers linger into the afternoon, looking at some patchy fog tomorrow morning. And then I am tracking, excuse me, the potential for some showers and storms as we get into tomorrow afternoon. Some of these storms could be a little bit more intense at times, focused to the south of the city. So this is really what we're going to be paying very close attention to tomorrow. The Storm Prediction Center has already placed a good chunk of the region under a level 1 out of 5 marginal risk, mostly to the south of the Baltimore Metro. Just take it slow on the roads. We will start to see some improvement over the next couple of hours, but the cloud cover, it's going to start to lift, but it's not going to go anywhere. It's going to hang out with us throughout the day. Not as much sunshine as we would normally like to see, but it is going to look kind of similar to how it's been looking over the past couple of days. I would tell the kids to grab the rain gear because we are going to be dealing with some spotty showers as they get dropped off from school later on today. Patchy fog to start the day off tomorrow morning with even a few areas of some drizzle and mist out there. I am tracking the chance for some showers and storms tomorrow afternoon. Some of those storms could be a little bit intense at times. Damaging winds will be the top concern. But then into your Thursday, we finally dry things out. We increase that sunshine. We get back into the low 80s on Wednesday and then staying in the low 80s on Thursday afternoon. Sunny skies with meteorologist Stevie Daniels. The time now is 6:47 on this Tuesday morning. Let's take a look at radar right now because it is picking up on some light showers that are starting to trickle through our southern communities this morning, sliding over Montgomery County, Rockville, Germantown. You guys are waking up to some light rain pushing through, and even for areas right around Annapolis, Angeles southward. Easton starting to see some patchy drizzle develop across the lower end of the Talbot County, and some of this activity is also extending into Caroline County. We have plenty of moisture out there. We have temps that are starting off in the 60s this morning. This is actually helping to allow that fog to form, reducing visibility. So only seeing about 2 miles in Westminster along with Essex. This is the reason why we were under dense fog advisories, but it looks like the National Weather Service has just canceled those advisories. They were issued until 8 o'clock this morning. It does look like the more dense fog is starting to really form just to the north of the Maryland-Pennsylvania line, right around Reading and also towards Allentown, Pennsylvania. But here's a glance at your day planner. We still are going to have temps rising back into the 70s this afternoon. We'll likely stay in the 60s throughout 9 to 10 o'clock this morning, and dealing with a few breaks of sunshine later today. Can't rule that out completely. It'll be nice to see some of this sunshine. We have more of it later this week, but a few spotty showers are still going to linger through the afternoon, which is exactly what Futurecast shows. Still showing some green popping up from time to time around 3 to 4 o'clock today. Conditions should be dry for the O's game. First pitch is at 6:35. We should be right around the mid-70s. Starting the day off tomorrow with extra clouds and some patchy fog to get your day started. Might make it a little bit slower for the morning commute tomorrow. But then into tomorrow afternoon, we have some showers and storms that will start to develop. The stronger storm activity still looks to be focused to the southwest of the Baltimore Metro, so right around Anne Arundel County and for points farther south closer to Washington, D.C., where a marginal risk, a level 1 out of 5, will be issued. But here's a glance at your rain chances. They really start to drop off after Wednesday. We begin to dry things out. We increase that sunshine. Here's a look at your 7-day forecast. 81 degrees on your Thursday.